Hi, I'm Tim. Please join me in this video as I go over this unique RC drone and drift car combination, everything you need to fly for $32. Let's get to it. As a reminder, there is a purchase link in the description. Additionally, if you go to the timeline, you'll go through the chapters. The chapters in this video will do an unboxing, describe this vehicle, we'll go over the instruction manual, how to turn it on, how to fly it, and some things that I saw in the reviews on Amazon that I'd like to address for this very unique little drone and RC drift car. This is, I'm just calling it the RC drone and drift car, radio controlled drone and drift car. It doesn't have a name like P-51 Mustang or something that identifies it, but it is a no-kidding flying drone under full control of the transmitter, and on the ground it's a drift car. And drift car racing, for those of you not familiar with it, it's a type of racing where you deliberately oversteer the car so the rear tires lose traction and you just slide sideways as you're doing your racing. Even though you're going sideways, you're still under full control. This actually does it, and you'll see I'll demonstrate it through the magic of all the fans. I purchased this on my own. Very often manufacturers will send me these types of models for review. I saw a video on it, read some information. I was intrigued how they could put both a flying drone and drift car in the same unit for just $32. They did it. It works very well. So let's go over some more details of this little item. So for my background, as I mentioned, my name is Tim. I'm a very experienced RC modeler. Been doing RC over 50 years. I've flown well over 200 RC aircraft, and this is a very unique one in my experience. Some of my more recent videos are P-51D Mustang, almost ready to fly model, a Apache RC helicopter, and the Ruco U-11 mini drone. Links are in the description if you'd like to see these more advanced aircraft. What I'd like to say though, if you like to fly drones or helicopters, this is an ideal trainer because the stick functions, the controls are exactly like these larger, more expensive, a little bit more responsive models in terms of up-down flight and lateral flight. So this is a great little trainer to learn how to fly those models at some point in your flying career. This is easily, without question, the easiest model I've seen from delivery to flight. You'll see as we do the unboxing, you literally take this model out of the box, everything is assembled. You put 3 AAA batteries into the transmitter, you recharge, put the batteries into the drone, and then you fly. That is all you need to do. There is no assembly at all required for that. Let's take a look at the Amazon website for this. They did a very good job. Descriptions of the product, there's some comments, pictures. There's also some very helpful videos. Again, if you'd like to buy this, there's a link in the description where you can buy it from Amazon. The drone drift car listing on Amazon has a lot of good information on the product, good series of pictures that show you what it's like with the box coming out of it. And there's also some very good videos at the end that'll help you understand how to charge the battery, how to set it up, and just get started with using this really quite remarkable toy. Again, just a good setup of information. This is the box that the drone and drift car comes in. I wish it had a little bit more information. It's called CZ04 aircraft. The picture shows it as a drift car on the ground. There is this Xelabrion name here. That's a Chinese toy manufacturer. But what happens is it is a fully flying drone, as you'll see here shortly, and a drift car all in one unit. So this is the box that it comes in. Let's now do an unboxing of this drone RC race car. This is the airplane drone right out of the box. Very nice plastic. Everything is in place. You can see the transmitter and the charger underneath with the car drone on top. Just take off the plastic, and everything's assembled. There's nothing you have to do to put together. This is the drone car. This is the battery pack underneath. It comes with its own screwdriver. You just open that door, put in the rechargeable lithium polymer battery. This is the 2.4 gigahertz transmitter. You'll need 3 AAA batteries for that. Just put those in back. And again, the screwdriver helps with that. And then here's the charger and a second battery. These are all the items in the package. The car, airplane, drone itself. Very lightweight at 2 ounces. The transmitter, and there's a good description in the directions for all the buttons on the transmitter. Spare props part, and the charger for the lipos. This drone and drift car does come with instructions. These are the instructions right here. It's 4 panels. It's small print. There's a lot of information on it, but the instructions are really very well written. You study them. It has all the information you need to charge the battery, what the transmitter buttons do, how to operate it, speed adjustments, and so forth. If you have trouble reading the print, what I did was I took a picture. This one is of the transmitter. I just printed it out so you can see the writing a little bit larger size if you want to study it. But the directions, because there's a lot of features of this model, there's a lot of information on the directions. In this video, I'm going to cover the basic operation of the car. Things like where you push one button to do a flip roll. You can see that in the instructions. I'm not going to demonstrate this, just the basic operation of this drone and drift car. Again, the instructions are very good. It is a very complete instruction manual, good diagrams, good word description. The print is a little bit small, but if you go through this, most of your questions should be answered. Here's an example of the transmitter. I'd like to point out a few things with the batteries before we power it up. First of all, as I mentioned, the drone transmitter uses these AAA batteries. They're smaller than the more normal AA batteries. The AAA batteries do not come with this. You have to buy those, but these are the smaller batteries. 3 go to the back of the transmitter to power the transmitter. The drone does come with 2 of these rechargeable lithium polymer or lipo batteries. One was outside the drone, the other was in the battery compartment. It is important that you observe the polarity, the red and the black on these batteries. This is the charger, it just plugs into the USB. Don't try to force the connectors into the controller. There's little tabs on the side that'll give it to the right connection to make sure they have the right polarity. If you try to do it the other way, it just won't fit. And as a kind of reminder, the contacts here, they should line up, and then it's all set for charging. As a reminder, with the recharger, when you plug this into a powered USB port, a red light comes on. The red light stays on until the battery is charged, it goes out, so that is a good safety feature. The batteries take about an hour to charge, and for the time of using it with the model, probably about 6 to 7 minutes when you're flying, because all 4 motors are being used. If you're just using it in the drift car function, about 15 minutes. USB transmitter is plugged in. Red light means it's charging. When it's finished charging, the red light goes out. This is the underside of the drone. The battery simply goes in here. You plug it into the battery port here. Just make sure the wires go inside. And then you put in the battery cover like so. The one thing you want to be very careful about, there are these small screws that hold on the battery. Be careful if you're outside with these screws. You don't want to lose them. You'll never find it on the ground. Just be careful of these screws. So give me a moment. I'll connect the battery, put in the battery cover, and then we'll show how to turn on the drone. The battery is in place. The cover will go next. Screw that in. Just make sure the wires are stowed away. So the drone is ready to fly or power on. I've got the battery cover in place. The total weight of the drone is 2 ounces, which is very light. It's made out of styrofoam. What that means is you don't have any concerns with registering with the FAA because the model weight is under 8.8 ounces. It uses these 4 props here to do the hover flight and the drift mode. When it goes in the drift mode, what will happen is these propellers turn 9 degrees to have it go forward. And the way it hovers and works in drift flight is simply through the magic of the computer. In this and the controller, there's differential thrust that cause it to be able to maneuver. There's no variable pitch props or anything like that. The props do have these guards. You have the front and back of this, so if you bump into a wall, it should be okay. These are very small props. You're not going to hurt yourself on it. If you do want to replace the props, they give you 4 replacement props. If you look carefully on the prop, there is an A and a B because there's different pitch arrangements depending where it is on the drone. You just have to follow that. Notice also that there is these little wheels here. Okay, the back ones are fixed. The front one is free castering to help with the drift. Again, the wheels don't turn or do anything. It is the differential thrust of the motors that cause it to maneuver either in the air or on the ground. One other important thing, as I mentioned, this is a great little trainer to fly helicopters or more complex drones, is this doesn't have any GPS, the global positioning system. Most regular drones you get, the quadcopters, they're looking for a GPS signal as part of their operation for mapping and so forth. What it means with no GPS is it's very easy to work indoors because it's not looking for a GPS signal, and we'll do the initial demonstration flights indoors with this model. Remember, when you fly it, you want to have a smooth takeoff surface. Indoors is not a problem. Outside, don't take off over grass or something like that. The motors will try to suck that up. It won't work. You need a pad of some sort as a takeoff and landing spot when flying this, flying as a drone. Let's go over the transmitter right now. It's a nice little transmitter. As I mentioned, the batteries, the 3 AAAs go in the back. So I did blow up a diagram to go through the switches. The ones that we're going to focus on now this is the on-off switch. I'll demonstrate this one. This one is one-click takeoff and landing. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use a manual takeoff and landing over here with the throttle. This is a press for a circling flight. We're not going to do that. It's a more advanced thing in the directions. This is merely trim. If it's going one way or the other, you can adjust it by pushing these buttons. This is pretty standard for drones and helicopters. This is the throttle, low and high. So you go up in altitude, down in altitude. And what happens with the left stick, you turn it left to right, what will happen is the drone simply rotates around this axis. So again, throttle, up and down, left to right, it simply rotates on the axis. The right stick is lateral movement. You move it left to right, the drone will go left or right. You move the stick forward, the drone goes forward or aft. So it takes a little bit of practice to do this for the flight of the vehicle. The final thing that will be very important are these 2 buttons right here, the flight mode buttons. This turns it into the drone or the aircraft portion. This is the car or drift car function. I'll demonstrate that here in a moment. So that's the transmitter. Again, the batteries are on. What we do is we first turn on the aircraft. The on-off switch is hard to see, but there's a little circle right here in the middle of the body. I'm just going to press and hold that for a couple seconds. And you can see that flashing green light. What that means is the electricity is on and it's looking for a signal from the transmitter. What we do is we turn on the transmitter. See, that does a few beeps. This goes steady, and now this is bonded or connected to the car. I'm not going to turn on the motors here just for safety, but I would like to demonstrate the flight modes. Again, this is the airplane mode, up and down. When we want to do the drift car, we hit this button over here, watch the back fans. That's how it moves forward and turns. And then to go back to the airplane mode, you hit the other one and you're flying. So car, airplane. The other thing is, before I take over test flight, to turn on the throttle, we turn the throttle up and it just goes into a very low idle mode. Then when you turn it and push it a second time full throttle, now you have full throttle to fly. That's a safety feature so you don't accidentally turn on the bench. So it's powered up. Let's go take it for a test flight now. So here we go, some test flights. You add the power and it takes off. It does a good job. This is inside our basement and it's just good control. You can rotate with the left stick, fore and aft, sideways with the other stick or the right stick, and just a very nice presentation in the air. Just handles well. You slowly lower the throttle, it goes down. You push the button to go to the auto mode or the drift mode, and you just apply the throttle and turn it. It uses differential thrust to control it across the ground. It needs a fairly smooth ground for the drifting, but it's got a lot of power because it's got enough power to fly, plenty of power to push this along the ground with its little wheels. And he likes to see this for the first time. Here it is again in the car mode. Again, very maneuverable. It handles really well. Then you just switch to the drone mode, it takes off, and there you go. Again, as I mentioned, the range is about 32 feet, which is totally adequate for a small model like this. It does fly outside on calm weather. This is the driveway in front of our house. Again, no problem. Just again, I do recommend flying outside for the first flights. You want plenty of space to get a feel for how the controls handle, but it's a very responsive drone, just flying a couple of feet away from me. Perfect. So that was a demonstration of the flight and ground drift modes of this remarkable little device. It flies well. It's steady, it's responsive to the controls. Keep in mind, as I mentioned before, it's got a 32-foot range with the transmitter, so don't fly at long distances. But it handles very well. I think it's just an ideal trainer for any drone or helicopter you might want to fly later on. For your first flights, if you've never flown a drone, it might be a better idea to fly outside, a little bit bigger area on a calm wind. There was plenty of room to fly, but I kind of know what I'm doing on the flying. If you do that for the first time and it gets away from you, you're probably going to bump into a wall or something like that. This device, drone, can bump into walls. It's not guaranteed to get hurt, but it is a flying machine. All flying machines, whether it's the 747, the Cessna, or this thing, are lightweight to fly well, which means they can be damaged. They just can't take a lot of abuse like other toys you may have. The final thing I want to do, I want to look at some of my notes here, because there are some reviews on Amazon. I just want to make a few comments on this. And again, I bought this on my own. It wasn't given to me by anybody. It is made out of styrofoam. It's not an indestructible model. If kids are playing with it, the box says it is good for ages 8 and up. I think that's about right, maybe 6 to 8. But show a little respect for it. Don't just fly it into walls and play around and damage it with it. It can't take a lot of damage like any flying model. I saw some remarks that the instructions make no sense. The instructions are really very good. You're just going to have to study them. They're smaller print and go through them. There's a great deal of information on there. And again, this is a flying machine. Do treat it with a little bit of respect and care. So that is my review of this RC drone and a drift car. It's a great little deal, flies well, $32. How can you go wrong?